Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Ramon, also known as Uncle RZA around here, and I am your resident Titanfall whore. No, seriously, can't get enough of this game. I don't think anyone else can. This shit's like a fresh start on gaming, just like throw everything else out you love about, about gaming, start over. I needed this. Anywho, a quick comparison, right? And this is some flame bait. I see it coming on the comparison between the Xbox One and the PC versions. Now, first off, let me tell you, this video right here is on my Xbox. I wasn't playing the PC at the time. Whatever. One of the things that really intimidate me about playing this thing on the PC is the whole mouse and keyboard versus controller thing. Now, if you guys go back and look at a few of the early footage, it looks like me playing. I play with a Xbox 360 controller on my PC, so there really isn't much of a difference. Oh, where you going, son? You gotta watch it back. There really isn't much of a difference to me. Damn, that was a record. My Titan was here in like 10 seconds. Holla at your boy. I'm gonna just go around the map of unfair people. But in terms of controller-wise, and I'm going to build up to this point, you're not invisible, son, I see you. There wasn't much of a difference in terms of the competition that I encountered. I did notice that the PC dudes do a lot more strafing left and right. And they do it a lot faster. But I was still very much competitive. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? And it's crazy because I always thought people, and I've been gaming on a PC a while back too, but I always had this notion that you get tore the fuck up if you dare enter a PC realm with a controller. So that for me was the first positive sign, like, oh, it ain't that bad. I'm sure I'm at a disadvantage. If I met a player of my same caliber, he'd probably hand me my ass. But it's all about the situations you put yourself in. Secondly, the most obvious is the graphics, right? Let's get it out the way, man. I got a GTX 780, no slouch in the graphics department. It's a pretty pricey card, and it does what it does very well. So, yeah, this game looks godlike on that thing. And it's not only about oh, damn, you got fucked up, son, get in that corner. It's not only about the graphics per se, but it's the fluidity of the game and the frame rate. Like, I really didn't measure the frame rates and how much it was running, but shit, it's probably a big difference. Especially when going back to the Xbox version, I can feel the difference in frame rate. Not in a bad way at all. Not in a bad way at all. Now, the main difference, and I expect this to change, and I'll tell you why, is when I first got in the beta, I got my PC code first. So I was on the PC for about a whole day before I got an Xbox code. And shout out to Snow. And immediately when I played the beta on the Xbox One, right after the PC, I noticed a twitchiness in the controller. And I couldn't put my finger on it, really. Like, when I started to notice it, like, I would stop and I would look around and say, okay, well, is it lag? But no, everyone else was running around okay. I was like, is it frame rate drop? No, everyone else was running around okay. So, I couldn't put my finger on it, but Snow hit me up, and I was on a break when he hit me up. I just got off the game, and I was taking a little break, so he called me. He was like, what you like, what you don't like. I was telling him about the thing with the controller where it just somehow it doesn't feel right. So as I'm talking to him, I hit IGN, and there it is. There's an article or a post, a small post about the developers approaching Microsoft to patch something about the controller, which is actually the second patch for the Xbox, the second big update that's going to be released before Titanfall comes out. So it was interesting to actually be able to see that, and it's good to know that it was already addressed. That developers went out to Microsoft and said, hey, you need to do something about this. Interestingly, I just dropped my Titan on that dude's Titan. God damn, son. I show you how to do this, son.
With this particular watch be a one-of-one. That means none before it, none to come. The homie that's rapping be the only one that has it. I show you how to do it, son. You ain't heard I pushed the 6.
Interestingly enough, I've been playing. I went back on the PC for a little bit because of the that same glitch, and now I run into some other dumb shit. So on the PC, you have to hold the Z button to talk. Now that frustrates the bejesus out of me. But like, this is why I play console game. I don't need to worry about this type of shit. Like, my communication is always on. There's no button pressing. Now, in all fairness, I'm playing with a controller in a PC world, so I really have no right to complain, because if I was playing it the way it was meant to be played, the Z button's not really an issue. So one of the homies in the room said, well, why don't you just toggle map your Z button to always on? So now I have to go look for a fucking piece of software to select toggle always on to Z. Like, fuck that. And I really appreciate the power of the PC, the God race, and I really appreciate his hint. But this is why I play console, because I don't want to worry about these little things. I'll take a sacrifice in graphics, you know what I mean? But as far as the PC versus the Xbox, man, they're the same. Oh, where you going? Thou shalt not escape. Thou shalt not pass. But there really is no big difference. I mean, graphically, obviously, but still the same fluid experience. Fun for all. Titanfall. Get on it, baby. I'm out.